So, WB and DC have lost the rights to Superman. Um, yeah, Marvel's probably going to own Superman by the end of the summer. Superman's not releasing anymore. I gotta take a break, then I gotta record a video. So in case you somehow missed what's been going on this year, but for the better part of the last 2 decades, it's been a back and forth battle between WB and DC Comics and various estate members that are connected to the creators of Superman. In this case, we're talking about Joe Shuster. There are international laws that are different than copyright laws in the United States. And as we talked about it earlier this year, WB was set to be barred from releasing the upcoming Superman film in multiple countries, including Australia, the UK, Canada, and others, smaller ones, obviously. That's why they're not listed. But it was a total of about 28 countries. Now, this isn't the first time Superman has been in a legal battle, as over a decade ago, or close to a decade ago, you guys remember when WB and DC came up with a contingency plan when they were fighting more or less the same type of deal to extend Superman's, I guess, rights to them and what they can do. They had a whole contingency plan in case Superman is lost to quickly do a whole multiverse thing and a crisis and remake Superman as a whole new character. They didn't have to employ that, but we know this. So essentially, they had a backup plan. Now, what's happened is that the fiscal year for earnings ends on April 15th. This is, the big taxes, and that's when the next fiscal year starts. WB had enough time to answer appeals ahead of that, and they were due by March 15th, which gave them a month. WB did not submit everything that they needed to, so the Schuster family gained rights to Superman in all these countries, which means WB is barred to use Superman. But what made things even crazier is that the courts have officially ruled in the IP favor of the Schuster family, and not just his family and his estate, Jerry Siegel, the other co-creator as well. Both of them, or their estates, have regained 50-50% rights, meaning that they are now sole owners and proprietors of the Superman IP. Now, WB can renegotiate with both estates, and if they want to keep Superman and release the upcoming film anywhere in the world, they need a majority share, which means they got to make an agreement worldwide with both estates. The problem here is the Schuster family is not interested. Siegel, we don't know what's going on with that estate. And bad blood is bad blood. Now, what does this mean for Superman? WB and DC has lost all rights to Superman. They're done. They will be given a provisionary time, which is probably 90 to 180 days, which means that they got to pull Superman from everything. They got to scratch everything, merchandise, everything. It's done. They don't have Superman anymore. The film will not be allowed to release, make no mistake about it. And now we're in a very real scenario where Marvel could just pay them literally more than WB can afford because they're still in debt and own Superman by the time we get to the end of the summer. Now, how would this potentially roll out and play out? That's the fascinating thing here. The moment WB gets rid of it and all that is up, right? All the timing is up and everything. Marvel has free reins if they want to do anything, and the belief is they're going to bid high. So do you guys remember the character Angela from Spawn, who was co-created, unfortunately, or created by Neil Gaiman? Well, when he ditched Spawn and Image, he literally gave the character to Marvel, and she is Thor's sister. This is all canon. It's absolutely insane how quick they were able to pull this off once the character's rights were in limbo and Marvel got their hands on those contracts. It just flew by. Now, this wouldn't be the first time DC Comics has suffered a loss like this. The character of Axel Asher was a DC thing, but caught up with Marvel, and that was complex. So what they did was split the character into two entities. This is real. Crazy, I know. And the character was split in half. One persona in the Marvel universe, one persona in the DC universe, and the character still exists. Just he's not allowed to be killed in either universe. And of course, there's other instances of copyright, whether it's the Captain Marvel name or Mr. Miracle and whatever else. Whatever the case is, the Superman complexity is going to be really interesting. As again, reportedly, Marvel's already interested. They've been anticipating this and are going to bid. And, you know, the Superman legacy is quite interesting because DC, at one point, this was their golden boy. And they just spent close to $200 million on this brand new film that unless now they can pay a huge amount. Like, if we look up the IP worth, Batman is worth $29.8 billion. Superman, $6.8 billion. So it's a discrepancy, which means that the rights for him are probably going to be in the bidding for anywhere between 5 to 10 billion. WB Discovery is still in the negative. They're paying off debt. So they're going to probably have to try to like find financial partners. And that's still if those two estates want to sell 50% or 100%. So it's going to get complicated. I will obviously continue to cover this. This is a fascinating story because what's more iconic than that S? You know? Can you imagine, as production on Doomsday is going on right now, if Marvel bids fast enough, production of Secret Wars starts mid-summer to end of summer. If they can get Superman into Avengers Secret Wars, and when the soft reboot of the universe happens, a Superman reboot film in the MCU. I actually at a loss for words, so stay tuned because I don't know what to say. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how any company could allow it to get to this, but they did. So there we go. Stay tuned and we'll be talking way more about Superman. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.